Hello, welcome back. You're watching Breakfast with Naga Manchetti and Charlie State.
Good morning. The time now is 6:32. Now, women who are affected by changes to the state pension age have once again had their claim for compensation rejected.
The Women Against State Pension Inequality group, known as WASPI, says 3.6 million women born in the 1950s were not properly informed of the government's decision to raise their state pension age and bring it in line with men.
This decision affected millions of women and led to the WASPI Women's Campaign for Compensation, which has involved years of protests and lobbying successive governments. In November last year, the government announced it was reconsidering its decision to reject the compensation claim after a new document came to light. However, this week, ministers have concluded once again that no compensation should be paid. Campaigners say this latest decision demonstrates utter contempt for those affected.
Well, joining us here in the studio is WASPI campaigner Jan Fulster. Very good morning to you, Jan.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So you found out yesterday what the
That's
government's
right.
decision
Yes.
was.
Yeah.
Your reaction?
Very annoyed. Very annoyed. I understood that they were going to look at it all again, and I did watch what had been said by Pat McFadden on the television and read his statement afterwards. And I think the thing that really upset me more than anything was the idea that 1950s-born women wouldn't have bothered to read any letters if they'd got them, or would have taken in any, sort of information from it. Now, I look back in the file that I had because everything that came relating to this sort of thing was filed. Plastic wallets and all of that. And the first letter that I had was in 2013, which would be just a couple of years before I was 60. I genuinely didn't know anything about it. 2011, when the escalation happened for the state pension age, I don't know what was happening in the world. My dad died on the operating table. He had a probe went through his heart. He died. My mum was in the early stages of dementia. Our first grandchild was born and we had Ofsted. So in all honesty, I have not a clue what happened during that year. And I feel that women have just not been taken notice of with this. Again, it's just been kicked again into the long grass, as if we just don't matter. And there are so many women who have suffered through this that it's just such an injustice that has got to be looked at and be seen.
Jan, as I understand